Aloha. You can call me Kra. And today, we're having some fun. I'll tell you that much right now. Today is going to be an interesting stream because there's a couple of things we need to kind of go over and we need to kind of discuss. The first thing we need to discuss is what do I do on Lego build streams? For those who know, this is a week where I would be doing a Lego build. So that means we would be building Legos on stream, Lego sets. And I have a rather impressive fun set today for that purpose. Lego Idea set number 9021320. This is the architectural set. This is a fun set. This is a lot of fun. This is an idea set, means a Lego fanatic came up with this idea, submitted it to Lego, and they're like, we like this enough, we're going to make an actual set out of it. So, we do have that to build. Now, for those who know, I have a scene set up for building Lego. Like most people who do Twitch stuff, you have your scenes, and those are what you use your stuff for. And I'm not happy with mine. I'm not happy with mine for a couple reasons. One, I have this nice camera, and this nice camera's on me because this is the moneymaker right here. That means I have to use a less than impressive camera for when I am doing for the Lego. I have a secondary camera, which is kind of, it's not great. I mean, I've got good lighting here for me when I'm talking, when you guys are talking to me, but I don't have good lighting on the table. My table is just, without a really good camera, and the amount of lighting it's going to need to be lighting me, is going to be overkill for any other camera. So I have a Avermedia 313, which is not a bad camera. It's just not a great camera. I use it for work purposes, and I can use it at work, and I can use it at home, but it is a good camera. It looks so washed out when I've used it for Lego. So I had just that epiphany, because you always see the videos from people like Harris Heller and all the stream experts about what you can do to make a better stream. And they always talk about where you should invest in and what you should not invest in. The first thing they're going to tell you is do not buy an expensive camera like the PW513. And I tell them, buy the 513. It's a good camera, right? I mean, I know they want to get people using a DSLR, mirrorless camera and all that stuff and put $1,000 into it. But at the end of the day, this is like $200. Which is 3 times as expensive as that, but it's like 50 times better. And it has that functionality, that plug and play. I turn it on and it works every single time. And I already own a DSLR. Like if you're only buying it for your stream, God bless you. But if you use it for other things, I could see some purpose there. I don't use my DSLR for any other things. I was a wedding photographer for 10 years. I've used my DSLR camera a lot. My DSLR doesn't work for this because it's old enough, one, that it doesn't have that direct raw feed out. I wish it did. That would solve a lot of problems, but it doesn't. Yeah. So it doesn't. Anyway, so we don't have a good camera for that. So I have that kind of crap camera, and again, it works. It meets the needs for what it does, and there's to be absolutely no shame in the camera usage. It just doesn't look as good as this. So I had a bright idea. They always say if you want a cheap upgrade, you could get yourself a GoPro and connect it via Camlink, and yeah, I'm good. I have a GoPro, and it doesn't work nearly as well as I'd like to think it works. Aloha, Disco Duck 99. Important question: What is in the can? This is Polar Seltzer Pomegranate. This is high quality right there, I'll tell you what. Welcome into the stream. Pleasure to see you today. How are you doing, my good friend? For those who don't know Disco Duck is another streamer that I met recently, checking out what they were doing. They were doing some pretty awesome stuff. Mostly doing some Lego stuff, which is always good. Always good to see another Lego fan out there. Yeah, kind of a good person hanging out with. Check them out, drop them a follow. You won't go wrong with Disco Duck 99. I don't know can I say just Disco Duck, or do I have to say the 99 too? I don't know. Some people are very particular about their name, and some people are cool just being called Disco Duck. anyway, so what was I saying? So I said, okay, I got to get a better situation than the 99 is not needed. Mahalo for that. Greatly appreciate that. I got to come up with a better camera because that camera is crap and the Lego just looks garbage. And if you're going to watch me for Lego content, you want some good quality content. So when you talk to the other experts out there, the stream experts, you know, you go to YouTube, you see them, the Harris Hellers, the, I don't know the rest of the names. Stream Scheme is one of them. There's the British guy. There's the guy Nutty with the long hair. They all say the same thing. Don't get an expensive webcam. Get the DSLR. If you're not ready for that, you don't have the money for that, you can use your old cell phone camera. So that's what I've done right here. This is an old cell phone camera on a tripod that I've set up. And I thought to myself, it would be really cool to mount that straight up on the ceiling. Unfortunately, my lights kind of kill it because my lights are between it and the table, and that created just absolutely nasty glare. It's kind of disappointing because I was really looking forward to using the first part of the stream to drill some holes in my ceiling and mount that old cell phone, that iPhone something, wasn't even mine, it's my sister-in-law's, mount that on the ceiling above me and just use that. Because that's what I value in a stream. I value the ability that I can turn on my computer and I can turn on the things and everything just works. That's how I feel like I've made it as a streamer. I don't care if I have a 10 billion viewer count. I feel like I've made it as a streamer if everything just works easily and I don't have any technical problems. Unfortunately, mounting up on the ceiling didn't work out again because just the way my lights work. I don't have a traditional lighting setup. I don't have, LED lights. What I've got actually are multiple hanging LED light bulbs here. They're wonderful. They're glamorous. I love them. And yes, I know you saw an LED light bulb behind, LED flash thing behind it. I recognize you saw that. But after my ring light died, and the ring light worked great, but what it was the little clicker buttons, right? The little clicker buttons, that was cheap, and that came apart. I said to myself, I gotta come up with a better solution. I got a ton of LED bulbs because I have one of those wonderful electricity companies, utility companies that always will give you free LED bulbs if you sign up for some stuff. And I've got maybe 40 of these kind of old-fashioned-y, timey-looking light bulbs in my basement. And I said, you know what? I could take those, I could plug those into some hanging pendant lights, and then I could use that to illuminate myself. And I would like to get some more. I mean, I figure I could get a couple more really to give myself this nice glow. But, yeah. That's what I've got right now. And that causes the problems with the top-down camera. So we're not going to be doing that. So instead today we're going to be trying out the old iPhone through epoc cam onto my desk. I lined it up nicely. We'll see how well it works. I do not like the way the desk comes out. You can see the desk is this kind of nice chestnut brown, but again, you will see because of the low quality of the camera there, maybe I just need to get a better phone. I don't want to have to explain to my wife I need a better phone for this. You can see this still is a little washed out. I'm going to try messing around with it because it's good. Aloha Forever Devoted. Welcome into the stream. Mahalo for being here. I want to do some introductions real quick. Disco Duck is he's also in the chat. He is and I apologize if I use the wrong pronouns for anyone. I'm just going to apologize. I'm using pronouns that I think you guys use, and I apologize if I do the wrong ones. Disco Duck is a Lego streamer, does wonderful Lego builds on the stream. Check them out, you can't go wrong. Forever Devoted is a mom in Colorado who does some Lego games, does some Tomb Raider games. She's just kind of having a good time being a mom, and she's absolutely adorable. I love watching her streams because she reminds me, ironically, of my sister-in-law. Like, you and my sister-in-law are practically twins in terms of your mannerisms, not so much how you look. She's a blonde, you're more of a brunette, dirty blonde. But you guys just have wonderful mom energy, right? And not like the slushy, I'm drinking a lot of wine on my way to Zumba mom. That nice, caring, nurturing mama bear, just phenomenal. I thoroughly enjoy it. So as you can see, this is still not ideal, right? The can is terribly washed out. The keyboard's a little washed out. So we're going to do a little testing around on that to see if we can make it look a little better. And then we will go from there. And I just realized you guys do not need to see my Stream Element stuff. So what we'll do is we'll bring this over here so we can start adding some filters in. As you can see, this is the whole view that the camera has. I'm just cropping this portion to show on my actual screen. So let's see. Let's add some filters into this. Color correction. Cool. All right. It looks like I need to take down the brightness a little bit. How about let's go down a lot. There it goes. A little bit. Saturation. Okay. Contrast. No, there we go. Gamma. Ugh. None of these are good. I mean, you watch the experts do it and they crush it every time. Like 2 clicks and it looks amazing. I look great. I look great. Just this desk is a hot mess. I think this is as good as it's going to get, right? So let's get into, because again, it's still not great, but I think it is still better than the Avermedia 313, which is just absolute garbage. If you want to see how bad it is, go to my YouTube. You can search and find me as Aloha Craw and just be absolutely embarrassed with how bad it is. I honestly feel I'm going to have to, at some point, you've been fascinated by how my mind works, or Disco Ducks, or mine. I'm just curious. I may have to bite the bullet and buy a nice, expensive second $300 webcam, which I cannot explain how that's going to work to my wife. Oh, mine. Oh, mahalo for that. I don't know how I'm going to sell her on that. I just don't know how I'm going to sell her on that. Nothing about your mind fascinates anyone. Disco Duck, I'm sorry, you have a great stream. All right, so let's build the Lego set that we're all here for. Today we are building Lego set 21320, the Lego Ideas dinosaur skeleton set. This is exciting. I'm excited about it. So let's go find ourselves some instructions. 21320. Aloha, that square guy. Oh my gosh, holy Toledo. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another phenomenal person in the chat. We have that square guy. That square guy is, I want to say, the premier Australian Lego streamer. Check them out. You can usually find them in the mornings, just streaming phenomenal, wonderful content. Way better camera setup than I do. I mean, they've got green screen going on. They've got wonderful little Simpsons gifs. You can't go wrong with that type of stuff. Square Guy, I want to introduce you to some people if you don't already know them. We have Disco Duck. Disco Duck is another Lego streamer. Check them out. They have some really cool top-down. I don't know what that green sheet is with the little grids that I see everyone in Makers and Crafters have, but Disco Duck has that, and that is awesome, and I'm jealous of that. We also have in the chat, we have Forever Devoted. She is a mom from Colorado. She does some Lego games. She does some Tomb Raider. She just is kind of that wonderful, wholesome mama bear energy, and I highly recommend you check her out for that reason alone. I stole his trays for your stream, not literally, but you do have some long-distance shipping to get to them. Yeah. All right, so let's get to the dino set. And I just realized I don't even have, like, a nice little knife or anything right here. I should have a nice little knife. We're going to use a brick separator. Oh, wait. So this is how ghetto I get. I'm going to use the back of a pin, because that's what I got. So yeah, I hope that this camera works out better than the other camera I'd been using. I hope that you guys appreciate this one. So far, I'm not thrilled with it. Let's actually do a Lego set search here. 21320. My dyslexia was not helping me on that original search. Aloha! MKB! Thank you so much. Oh, and we got Sultan Kikibad in the house. Oh my god, this is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, it's another phenomenal people. Oh, and also for those who are checking my stream for the first time, you notice some of the long-time people popped into chat, and they are throwing random words into it. I teach my bot to respond to what you guys talk, and I teach my bot 2 jokes every single stream. One is always going to be the stream title, and one is going to be the go live notification title. So if you want to see what the 2 jokes are going to be, type them there and you can find it. So for instance, Sultan wrote Pelican and got to know the joke. What do you call a pessimistic pelican? A pelicant. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. It's wonderful. It's awesome to see you. Mahalo. I want to express mahalo to you, Forever Devoted. Thank you so much. And if you noticed, for instance, Forever Devoted said dinner, which is why Aloha the bot told us the joke tonight. For dinner, I tried to make Hawaiian pizza, but I burnt it. I should have cooked it at Aloha temperature. How sticky are my Legos? I do not. These Legos are fresh in the box, mind you. I don't think they're sticky. Let's get the keyboard out. Oh, let's pull it down here. So here's the set on Lego.com. I got it on the steal. I got it $20 off. I got it at $40, so I'm very happy with that. Let's get ourselves some building instructions. So we're going to start with one of three. Here we go. Let's pull out our bags. We have bag number 2. Bag number 3. Bag number 5. That was odd. Bag number 4. Bag number 1. Bag number 6. We have some books, which I won't pay attention to because I'm just going to look at the books online. You never know, Legos do get sticky pretty quick. They do, but I don't let my kids touch Lego sets like these. This is one that's going to sit in my office in my background. I can't wait to show it off tomorrow morning in Weight Watchers and then show it off at my stand-up at work tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get this keyboard out of the way because no one needs to look at my keyboard while we do this fun stuff. How goes it for the goal for the Falcon? Right now, this morning, I weighed it at 279.9. The next bag for the Falcon is 277.5. Thank you so much for bringing that. For those who do not know, I bought the chunky Millennium Falcon 75192, the former title for the largest Lego set of all time. And every 6.5 pounds of weight I lose, I get the next bag in the sequence. So in the background, you can kind of see it. A 4/17 built Lego Millennium Falcon. It is a possibility that I may be able to get to it. I may get to it. See, the goal right now is we are going to go on vacation in 21 days. We're going to an all-inclusive resort. And not even like a healthy all-inclusive resort, like a Club Med or something that you would expect would have health stuff. We're going to a Nickelodeon resort. There's 2 of them in the world, so I don't feel bad about saying Nickelodeon. So you just have to guess which one I'm at if you're gonna doing. Oh yes, no, I do not put the bags back in the wrong way. Although that's what happened. So this is not the first time I've attempted this. I got to bag number 4 the first time I did this about 3 years ago, and then I put all the weight back on. And so I did completely unbuild it, and now I'm rebuilding it again. Yeah, so we're going to a Nickelodeon resort. And all of the restaurants have basically kid food and like 1 or 2 items for adults at it. So we don't anticipate we're going to be doing much healthy eating at all on this vacation. But if I can get a bag before we go on vacation, I will feel really good about my progress. I'll feel like, okay, I can go on vacation and I can, one, try to continue to live a good, healthy lifestyle, but at the same time, look, if I want to eat a hamburger so big that you have to cut it with a machete, I'm going to eat that damn hamburger. And believe me, they have one. That's why we picked that resort. Like, 'cause we looked at, like, a bunch of the other resorts that you could go to, and, like, there was a beaches resort, and the beaches resort, damn, Sultan did some quick Google research about that machete. Yeah, did some quick research with the one about the machete. Damn, I didn't know that was doxing me. Okay, so yes, that's where I'm going to be. To be fair, you can stick on vacation. Determination will grow massive, at least for me. If there's time to cheat on vacation, you don't get too tempted. Also, I think, but I'm also a boredom eater, right? So if I'm like on the beach all day with the kids, or I'm at the pool, or at the water park, or something, I think I'm going to be fine. To me, my biggest problem from an eating perspective comes like at night. And that's one of the reasons I stream at night, is because usually I'll finish dinner, I'll do the dishes, and it's like, why don't I just go get a tortilla, put some peanut butter on that, and eat it, right? That's not gourmet food. If you're gonna if you're gonna ruin your diet, at least get a hamburger that's made with a machete. Don't have some damn Skippy on a tortilla. That's just bad. That's bad dieting from a health and what are you doing to yourself perspective. Let's get this nice and big. Yeah, so the goal is that I can be healthy enough on the vacation that I can not do a bad job. Oh, so you yeah, okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah, so I mean, we picked the resort because, again, we're looking at, we went to a sandals resort on our honeymoon, and so we thought beaches would be nice. But at the end of the day, when we thought about what's going to make this vacation, the goal of this vacation is that we want to not think, and we want to come back and just kind of relax and do absolutely nothing and just feel like we had 10 days walked away from the bullshit that is living in coronavirus with 2 kids under the age of 10 as a parent, and dealing with like social distancing at Little League games, and my kid has to wear a mask, and they all have to have their own bats because God forbid one kid has coronavirus, touches a bat, and then my kid touches that same bat, and all that type of stuff. And we're like, we could go to like the beaches resort, which is, again, a family-friendly experience, but they have, these are the nice things for the parents to do, and here's some things for the teenagers to do, and here's some things for the kids can do, and here's all the restaurants. And maybe a restaurant will have some nice kids food on it, but at the end of the day, it's a nice experience, like going on a cruise or something like that. If you go with like a Princess Cruises or something like that. And the Nickelodeon resort, when we looked at it, it was like, you want to see a menu? Here's a picture of a kid eating a hamburger. Stop asking questions. They will eat. And we just loved that whole vibe, right? Like, we couldn't do any research to find out anything other than there's a pool, there's a beach, there's a slip and slide, and the kids can get slimed every day. That's it. And we just loved that idea that we don't have to think, and we're so excited about that. Yeah. So for those who do not know, Square Guy is a big Knoller, I think is the word, where they take the things out and then they make the bricks all nice little lines. I am a chaos builder. I'm just going to pour it out here and hope for the best. So if you're having some, anxiety about this pile of bricks, it's going to be a long day for you. So let's build. This is instantly going to be taken by my kids right now. I'm just going to tell you that right now. My kids are going to take this, and I will never see this ever again. I'm okay with that. Although this hair is very nice. The hair is very nice. Let's give him the little bone. Where is the bone? Of course, right now, people who know are like, this is why you know. We can find the bone in like 20 seconds. And this is one of the reasons I switched to this, is look at this. Hi. Oh, it's not even zooming. It's not even focusing on that. God, I gotta get a good camera. I gotta get a good camera. Knolling is the only true way, but you don't have to do it. Yeah. Aloha, King Plays. How are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got King Plays YouTube in the house. They are an awesome Just Dance streamer. They mostly stream stuff on YouTube, but check them out if you want to see some fun, wonderful content there. How are you doing, King Plays? Always good to see you. King Plays and has known me for a long enough time that they remember back when I actually was a Just Dance streamer. You love my shelves in the background? Oh, mahalo for that. I've worked so hard on my shelves. They're all Lego compartments. That's all it is. All it is. And this is my Lego Dimensions stand, so that when I play Lego Dimensions, I can pull this out, plop this right here on my desk, and I can just pull the people off and play it very easily like that. This is really as anal retentive organization as I ever get. Oh, I gotta put the bone in there. Yes, and if you want to remember the good old days of when I used to be a Just Dance streamer, feel free to donate your Mahalo rewards points into the community challenge, Just Dad Ants. It's a good time had by all. You dream having... Well, this is actually my office. I'm a remote employee for my job. And so I sit here 40 hours a week. And then the 6 hours that I stream also. And then when I'm doing bills and other stuff. But yes, this is where I am sitting here all the time. See, Aloha the bot. Just crushing it as always. Honestly, my favorite thing is the bot. Alright, so we got that. Looks like we're supposed to put a bone. Supposed to put that. And the little cup. There we go. And I'm supposed to put the egg. Where is the egg? I don't see an egg in here. I don't think I lost the egg already. Oh, here it is. I did lose the egg all the way over there. We're 70% there. Yeah, we're doing good. I mean, I just did extend it for everyone because we ran out of our 30 days. And this is just my way of guaranteeing that we never, ever have community rewards points. Although, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret because you're actually in the stream. Lego recently released a new largest Lego set, right? So I have kind of just that, like, absolute need to have massive, oversized stuff in my room. One of the reasons I have the Millennium Falcon. And I really wanted the Roman Colosseum, although I have actually no desire to have the Roman Colosseum. It just was the biggest Lego set. Well, Lego has come out with a new largest Lego set. It's a world map. It's 11,000 some hundred pieces. And a lot of the Lego fans are annoyed that it's not the Star Wars set. They wanted that to break the 10K barrier. And so I want this. And it's going to fit perfectly because it's 41 inches across. And my desk is 44 inches across. And I have floor to ceiling shelves that bookend my desk. And it's going to fit perfectly right there. Right above my desk. So every day I can look up and I can look up this world map made of Legos every day. And I'm so excited about it. And the thing that's going to make me so much more excited about it, I'm going to make it part of the channel point redemptions. Right? For like 20 grand Mahalo Rewards points, I will make you a Lego. And I will put you on that. I'll make you a Lego minifig of you or your aspirations, who you really believe is your true self. So if you feel you're Queen Amidala, we'll buy you a Queen Amidala. And then we're going to put it on that map, wherever you want it on that map. So every day when I'm at work, I can look up and I can see all of y'all on the world. I'm so excited about this. Haven't told my wife, but I am so excited about this. All right, so we have our little box. I mean, it told me it had all these other pieces, but they didn't say to put any of those pieces in the box. So I'm just going to pretend like this is enough. Here you go. I apologize that the camera is not focusing on that. I got to get good at this. All right, so we got our set. We got our person. They're all the way over here. Stay. It's hidden behind the stuff over here. It's right here. You just have to trust me it's there. Now we can build the pterodactyl. Ooh, I'm excited about this one. So this is, of course, the standard 8x8 plate that you're going to find with any of your brickheads. And now we can start putting pieces on it. This was one of those cool Lego. I love Lego ideas because I feel like it is an opportunity to do something that Lego generally wouldn't think about doing. Yes, I get a little disappointed when it's like, here is the Lego Friends set. Those sets always get to 10,000 because of social media. But no shame, that's how people are going to roll, that's how people are going to roll. But when I see a cool set like this, something that is really unique and something that is so beautiful about Lego, that I want to honor it. I want to purchase it. And it took me a while to finally get around to buying it, but I'm so glad that I did. Because I think this is going to be one of those sets that when I look back at, I'm proud I have it as part of my collection. But yeah. The world map really vibrant. Hurts your eyes just to look at it for long. And, you know, I've heard a lot of people say that. Like, they have fears about, you know, their eyes going bad when they look at it because they're worried about the color schemes. I guess I am blessed that I have never been a person who can see one of those 3D puzzles, you know, you stare at and just go, wow, it's a dinosaur looking at me. So I like to think that I'm not going to have that problem. But again, luckily, that's also going to be right above my eye line. Like, my eye line is at my computers. I'm going to have to look up to that. So I'll be like, back to work. Back to work. I forget who told me to do this, but ever since I was told to use your brick separator to put on your stickers, I feel like I've gotten really good about putting my stickers on. Right? Like, that looks pretty square to me. I mean, again, I wish it would focus. I don't know how to make it focus. One of these days I'll make it focus. You know, I'm going to switch it later because I put the Tyrannosaurus Rex on. And this is the Pteranodon. And I'm going to have to switch it later. Do I have a Stream Deck? No, I do not have a Stream Deck. That's kind of the next in terms of things I want to do to upgrade my stream. Is a Stream Deck. I'm still working out like all my lights. Like the goal, like with my desk, and you can't really see it because on the camera's painting that way. I need my fan on. Is I've got a couple of those like DJ electric switchers, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a little console into it along with the Stream Deck so that I can just hit my things. When you get one, you just have a button that automatically changes the focus, even on like an iPhone. Or wait, because that's through Epoch Cam, right? I kind of need one now. I may not get the world map because I may get that instead. Oh, it's an iPhone, maybe. Yeah, no, this is an old iPhone. This is an old iPhone. I think it's my sister-in-law's old iPhone, whatever one it is. It wouldn't even go to iOS 13. So it's old enough that it will not go to the latest version. Yeah, well, because that's the thing. Elgato makes Epoch Cam, or they bought Epoch Cam. So that may work with that. That may be an unintended coincidence that I can control it from that. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's the hope. That's the dream. I did not think about that when I picked Epoch Cam as the software. In fact, I bought that a while back. Yeah, that is good to know. All right, now we're going to move on to the actual pterodactyl. I mean, aside from the fact that it says Tyrannosaurus Rex right here, I am very happy with the stand so far. I'm not going to change it yet. I'm going to wait until I actually have the other one all set up. All right, so the next is going to be the little, I call this the fish piece. There it is. Because to me, it just looks like a fish. It just looks like a fish with that little dimple right there, right? Probably could just see it better here on the... Right? That looks like a fish right here, right? I'm not seeing things. This is a fish. All right, fine. It's not a fish. Thank you for crushing my dreams. It's a fish to me. I will always call it the fish piece. I don't care what you guys say. Yeah. So there we go. We can put that together. I think the thing I'm most excited about with this set is it just, again, it is really using Lego pieces in a unique, different way that I've never seen someone do before. And anytime you do that, that's a set in my mind that I want to get. I want to be a part of. I want to support it. Especially knowing that whoever made this got like 20 cents for me buying this. That's kind of cool. That's the dream, to get one of these sets done. Get those 20 cents every time one of them is sold. It's funny because I live next to Lego headquarters in North America. So there's a lot of Lego families in town. Our Craigslist is not the beacon of hope that other people's have, because people know how valuable the Lego pieces are, because there's enough Lego people in there. Any good deal gets swooped up the second it gets posted. But again, it would be kind of cool to pull that off and be like, yo, I won. I've got this. It'd be very much a bragging right thing in this town for my kids if I got to pull that off. But I've never even submitted a Lego idea. So let's start with that problem. That eventually I'm going to have to do that before, like, what's the expression? You can't steal third with your foot on first? Or is it second? I don't know what it is. But there's an expression like that. And it was on a t-shirt when I was in middle school. And that's all I remember. Alright, so we're going to build 2 of these. I like these little, I call them the square peg because they kind of remind me of like a peg leg. And next we got to put on this piece. This swivels a little bit more than I'd like it to swivel. Right? it holds it kind of in place, but not like an incredible job of holding it in place. So that's going to click onto there. And again, this is the type of piece which makes me believe this is really not a play set. This is a set that's going to sit on a shelf and look pretty. Because if you had to rely on it staying in place, I would not feel very good about how secure these pieces are in. And I feel like I would lose these teeth very easily. You know what may actually help with the camera right now? And again, I'm testing this out. This is the first time we've used this camera. I want to just finish this one Lego piece in there because I'm supposed to have 4 of them. I only can find 3. There's the 4th one. Alright, that's going to go inwards. Is if I zoom in, because I feel like that is the biggest opportunity for growth. This is still very far away from you, and you don't really get a good picture of what I'm building here. I mean, it's helpful when you're building a massive set, but right now, this is not very well zoomed in. So let's take care of that, shall we? There, right? I just have to remember to kind of keep it in the middle. I mean, it's still blurred out. What is it that you're building? Right now, we're building the Pteranodon long seps. We are building this dude. I'm assuming this is the middle portion right here because I can see these little teeth parts here. These must be their legs. Like this. So this is the body portion, and then we're going to build up from there. That is what we're building right now. So as you can see, this is the body of it. Now we're going to build, it looks like a wing. That's exciting. So we're going to put this right here. Yeah, it's so like washed out. Oh my god. Harris Heller, if you're watching and want to offer some help, DM me. We'll do some business. I'll help you out with some health insurance fraud investigations. It's a good trade. If you know you have that problem. I don't know if a lot of people have that problem. There's a lot of fraud in health insurance, but I don't think it's something that people like wake up at night thinking about. All right, so this has got to be, let's make sure we have it lined up right, like that. How does Lego do this? Come up with a design to make it look good and give people step-by-step sections how to replicate it. So when I think about what they do, they are just perfect examples of industrial education. So if you think about, Sultan, I don't know what types of, if you work at a corporation or what type of job you have. But oftentimes when you're doing jobs, especially jobs that like require step-by-step instructions on how to do it, there's a lot of training that goes into how do you teach people to do that? How do you design the training to go with it? And Lego, in my mind, without a doubt, should, one, continue to sell Lego. Let's be honest about that. But if I worked for a company and Lego's like, we're going to train your people on how to do things using Lego-style instructions on how to do tasks, I would give them all the money in the world. Because this is top-notch instructional design. It really is shocking how good it is compared to what we have oftentimes in the corporate world. I work for a massive health insurance company, one of the top 5 in the country. And when I look at our documentation on how to do things, it is scary how bad it is. And when I look at what Lego does, it's truth. I gotta build this twice. It's probably up here I had to do it twice. I wasn't paying attention before. I don't mind kind of not this assembly line building this. I don't mind going back and kind of doing it again. The only time I didn't do that was when I was in bag number 2 or 3 of the Falcon, because I had to build the same thing like 6 times. And I assembly lined that. I was not messing around. All right, so let's see. This again is going to go like this. Oops, no, that was backwards. There we go, okay. I just want them to match, yo. Yep, okay, cool. Yeah, Lego is very good from an instructional design perspective. Teaching people how to do steps repetitively, how to put things together. I mean, again, if you think about what they're doing here, these are the two pieces you need. This is going in here. Now, they used to do a good job of highlighting this, and I feel like they got away from that. And I feel like they need to get back to that when they're talking about the more complex builds. I can tell this got added on, but I think if they highlighted this just by putting a nice red outline around it, that would, again, that's how good they used to be. I think they need to get back to that. I don't struggle with it as much as other people do, but when I watch my kids do it and they make mistakes, that is always where they make the mistake, right? They would look at this step and they see, I see where to put the white one. Where do I put this gray one? And they will struggle finding this. Granted, you know, my kids, they're wonderful kids and I love them to death, but they struggle with that type of stuff. And I think a lot of kids do. So now these are going to go onto the back, because these are the wings. This is the wingspan of our pterodactyl. Okay, let's move these pieces over here. Ooh, there it goes. Next, we're going to put on 2 of these little hand claws. We're going to put them on the second one. Give them the little hands that they have on their wings. Again, such a just really good use of a Lego piece in a non-traditional way. Because it does remind me of the Lego hand. It's the little clampy clamps. Now, I'm not criticizing them too much. I just wish all of the pieces were in white. That would be the only way they could have done this better, is if every piece was in white. But again, I'm not criticizing them too much because it is still a very good looking set. Alright, and the big one is going to be closer to the ball. I mean, maybe I'll regret that, but saying that, because I think the gray will add some interest to it. But right now, that's where my head's at. Now we're going to be building the head. So yeah, so I was talking to a Toastmasters friend this morning. And for those who do not know, I'm a member of Toastmasters International, an organization that's designed to help people learn to step outside their comfort zone through public speaking and leadership opportunities. And we were talking about the club that we're a part of, which is kind of failing. And, you know, I talked about what are the things I need to do to challenge myself. And, you know, they wrote to me afterwards in a message and were like, hey, so I want to be your accountability buddy. What are you going to do today to do the things to meet those goals? And it was interesting because, one, I appreciate getting called out like that. That was good. But it was also more along the lines of me thinking about, like, okay, so we always talk about, or people always talk about from a how do you grow your channel perspective, right? Everyone, or the experts, quote-unquote experts, like Harris Heller, and again, I'm not trying to badmouth him because I think he has done an incredible lot of wonderful stuff for the community. When he says you're not going to grow organically on Twitch because it's not discoverable, you need to be on things like Instagram and TikTok and all those other things and grow that way. Someone finds your content and says, hey, I want to follow them on Twitch. That there's a lot of validity to that. So if I'm trying, I don't necessarily agree with it. When I think about most of the people who find me, who find my channel and tune in, are people who I've networked with by going to other people's streams, talking to them, getting to know their community, and eventually they figure out that I'm a streamer. I don't like to self-promote. I don't think there's anything wrong with self-promoting, but I think there's always a line that people cross when they're self-promoting, which is why I generally don't like to do that. Oh, there we go. We have our pterodactyl. Here, I'll show it in the good camera. Again, I just think this is a really good looking pterodactyl. Then it's going to sit right here on this. And my camera just died. Why did my camera die? Maybe my camera ran out of batteries. Alright, let's pull that out. Things I'm just going to learn. Again, this is kind of a test stream for this to see how well this works. What are the things I need to do? Do I need to plug in this camera while I have it on? Probably should have thought of that. Alright, and now let's go down to here. Luckily I've got USB cords everywhere. Let's get you back to the main screen. Well, yep, I drained the battery sufficiently on this. So we'll go back to the main screen for a hot second while I wait for this battery to charge up. Yep, I got that dreaded, you have no charge. Yes, no, I know it's plugged in. So yeah. This turned out really nice. I do have to say, I really enjoyed this. This was good. I hope the other ones are just as much fun. So yeah, so going back to kind of what I was talking about. We're kind of brainstorming, how do you find more time in your day? How do you find more opportunities to do the things that you're supposed to do to help promote your stuff, right? So again, like I said, most of my promotion comes from just getting to know other people who have shared common interests, and eventually they figure out I'm a streamer, and then they want to come over to my channel. It's just how it rolls. Is that the most effective use of my time? No, it's not. Right? But at the same time, yes, I did customize the Lego calendar. I'm still in the process of customizing it. So, originally it came in just 4 colors. And I didn't like the way some of the letters worked. Like, I made the 0 that way because I felt like that was a bit of 0. And then I was thinking about it, and I really kind of like the idea of going to a stud built. And then I thought, well, I want to get away from just normal studs. I think these are just extra studs I have lying around. So like this one, this 3 is made out of the little flowers. The 5 is just lime ones. And I've just kind of messed around and kind of tried to figure out what I like. Like some don't, like that 5 looks good, but the 4, that's kind of good too. Let's find one that isn't so good. Yeah, I guess that comes out pretty good. But yeah, I've messed around and I've kind of played with them. Again, it's all about, I think, oftentimes when you... Aloha, Sam.
Hi.
This is my son, Sam. Can you say aloha to chat?
Aloha. And first of all, where's that new phone that you said you've been using?
Right here. And I'm not going to put it on the camera. That's way too much work. I'm not going to put it on the ceiling. That's way too much work.
Oh yeah, I need that.
You knew that already?
I need the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connected via Wi-Fi. There we go. Now we can plug this back in up here. Sam came in and found the phone and was wondering if he was going to get a new phone. And I felt bad that he wasn't getting a new phone. Now we can go back to our Lego build. Aloha, Roz. Welcome into the chat, my friend. How are you doing today?
Wait, you're building a Lego sculpture?
There it goes. So yeah, I think when you talk about how do you get started doing my own creations or MOCs, I think the easiest way to start is to say, I have a Lego set already, and there's something I don't like about it. What can I do to change it and make it my own? This is not a complex one.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes?
So, what happens if we find Abby's hair or his body? Will we get like a reward?
No, we're only getting a reward if we find Finn's headpiece.
I'll show them that.
Yeah, you show them that. No, this is just a happy coincidence.
Yeah, we have almost every Lego Dimension piece.
Yeah, we have almost every Lego Dimension piece, but my kids and their thirst for playing with my Lego pieces obliterated.
No, we were young when we did that.
It was like 2 years ago.
I was 6.
Yes. And your thirst for destroying things.
Yeah. I was young. I'm 8 now.
He's so much more mature now.
Yeah, and plus I don't play Legos that often.
Yeah.
And
Let's put this back over here.
in fact, I'm very serious about those important discs.
All right.
Because I'm very
So here we go. We have our pterodactyl. Our pterodactyl's done. We're gonna put it. Just gonna put it over here for now. Now we're gonna move on to the second bag. Lego play happens. Yes, I have to go through the play sets all the time to ensure pieces are all still counted for. Exactly. No, I agree with it. And I was foolish enough that after I 100%ed Lego Dimensions, I said to my kids, "Here you go. Have fun. You can do whatever you want with them."
Yeah, and I literally just created 3. I have like 6 or 5 ninjas, but I messed up.
Yeah.
I literally created 5 ninjas.
Literally created 5 ninjas.
No doubt about that.
Yes.
Excuse me, that's weird. That's just weird to put in the Lego.
Well, this is the guy who designed it, and then there's information about them, the actual dinosaurs.
That's the weirdest thing I see.
And then here it is in another language to show benefits to the people.
Do you speak in Spanish?
Well, this happens to be French, I believe.
French?
Yes, I was foolish enough just to let my kids have them. And then, because I didn't have a good place to display them. I didn't have a good place to display them. And now I have that place as, like, let's display them properly.
Yeah, it's sort of like...
Oh, yes, you're allowed to get into an argument with the law about all you want. Please,
Yeah.
feel free to do so. We have a couple of people who do.
Yeah, including me.
Yeah.
Including me.
All right, so next we're going to be building this body out of 2 and 3. Excellent. Yes, lots of people get into arguments with Loha the bot.
Yes.
It's kind of a rite of passage.
Yeah, it's very easy to get. It's very common to get annoyed by the Aloha.
Yeah. Yes, it is Sam. I hope we got it right.
Yeah, here's the biggest difference. How to tell whose kid is which kid is which. Audrey has glasses. Sam doesn't. And most of the time I crash it.
Yes, and Audrey is a girl's name, and Sam can go either way. But, yeah, no, a lot of people find the bot annoying, but a lot of people love the bot. I think I feel like the bot is becoming one of those things that is a differentiator, right? So if you think about why people watch any channel, right? I'm not saying people watch for Aloha the bot, but Aloha the bot, I feel at the end of the day, just adds to the overall atmosphere of being in my chat. The bot talking, the bot doing the stuff. I tried to do it to one particular person is not, he has a funny rapport with the bot. I signed in as the bot on my phone, and then on my computer I was signed in as myself, and I went to their stream as both myself and the bot, and I tried to pretend like the bot had become self-aware.
Wait, what? Wait, was that the time?
And so I was like copying and pasting all the commands.
Was that like the time we played Moving On as a family and Paul was there?
No, this was another time. This was me and Coded. We had a lot of fun. Yeah, no, the LOL joke is a little old. But again, I'm up to, I think, 200 or so commands for the bot.
Yes.
All based upon what you guys type.
And also now...
I don't want to dig through and find out what I've done wrong.
Here's something very cool that me and my classmates are doing. So every Wednesday, my principal selects a joke. And now me and her are becoming like mystery jokers. So like every week or so, we see when one of us gets chosen to go copy something, while the teacher's in the copying room and the other teacher's focusing, the kid slips those two in without Mrs. Steck noticing.
That is awesome story, Sam. I'm glad you told it to us.
Yeah, but Rose sort of created it before.
Oh, it was Rose who created that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's funny it's sort of alphabetical, but it's like
Look at this. It's a skeleton of a human to go with the skeleton of the...
so. Like here's it sounds alphabetical.
Didn't even phase him.
But it's not alphabetical.
It's not alphabetical.
Sam Crawford, Lainey Gamache, Luke Gill.
Let's not mention all of your friends' names on stream, Sam.
Sorry, yeesh. And a D person is number 5.
A D person.
Yeah. The
Okay.
person who has the letter D on the last name is number 5, and I'm number 1. And the only person else who fits in, I think, is
Rose's story is important. I just don't need him to be name dropping a bunch of second graders on my stream.
yeesh.
I don't need that happening, especially because Rose's dad is quasi famous.
Cool. Bonsai
So you know how like I stream, right? And like some people like follow me and they don't really know who I am, but they like watching what I have to say. So Rose's dad is a politician. I'm not saying I'm as good as a politician. I'm just saying Rose's dad is a politician. And yeah, we don't need to be dropping that because that could help people find us very easily.
Yes.
So here it is. This is Lego Sapiens.
It's like one.
I'm really going to
whole
get
street-
better at this eventually. There it is.
There it is. There's.
So we'll put Lego Sapiens right next to it.
And like her joke was this, and all of us could tell by the joke that she slipped. What do you call an alligator that's in a vest?
Hey Sam, can you get that piece I just dropped?
An investigator.
That's a good one. I'm glad you told it to us. It's already over there. It's over there. It's over there. No, the other way. Over there. Underneath the wood stool.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yep. And you're taking my microphone with you.
Sorry.
There you go. Roz, getting the joke.
Yes. And we could tell it was ours because we had these math problem thingies because
What was the joke that you told that you'd stolen from me?
the hippo zippo.
The hippo zippo, yeah. Does anyone want to type hippo or zippo into the chat to
I'll
see that
type
wonderful joke?
I'll check it.
Sam is on it.
There.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One is really heavy and the other is a little lighter.
Or this.
No. We don't need to do it again. We got the joke in.
And
All right. Oh, okay. So this is going to go.
and no one in my class got it. Only if they knew my dad really well. Like, only the kids. Dad was in the book club, which is like no one in my grade.
What do you mean?
Oh no, wait.
There's a couple of dads whose kids are in your class. Jeez.
Who is?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, oh wait. Lainey would make sense.
Yep. Exactly.
Who else? I think that's my only.
I feel bad that I have to like justify my existence to my kid right now.
Yes, it's.
All right. So, oops, I did that. Yeah, no, that's the right way.
And I think the randomest we do hangmans, and the randomest one is a tie between moon and park. Moon or park.
So, Sam, do you know what they're building right now? We're building kind of the bottom infrastructure of this.
Ooh. And like.
So this is going to help make it a stable little base.
And people think I'm the best hangman guesser because it was wait, what?
Aloha, skillful owl. Yes,
Wait,
it is.
I'm trying to hear.
I think it's a Pizzasaurus.
A pizza. Excuse me.
Your PJs.
Oh, I thought you were like, what the heck is a pizza store?
No, I think people are talking about your PJs.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I did that wrong.
It's like, 1 second, I'm trying to get. Let's see here. I guessed 5 full words with only 2 letters.
Only 2 letters.
Yes, and the answer was "This Girl's on Fire," and it's a song. And I was like, "What? That's a very aloha pattern."
Mm-hmm.
And this is how I said the kind of thing the person says aloha in your channel, and none of my cousins even got close to saying it. What's it? Aloha.
Yeah.
Like he was shaking it.
I mean, guys, you're not wrong at all. I do have to put the disclaimer out there that Sam is mostly here to talk to chat.
Yes.
Like, honestly,
like a ladder.
I never hear these stories. Only you guys get to hear the stories.
Oh, wait, you play Lego Star Wars Complete Saga? Cool.
Yeah, we're going to play that after we finish Lego Bionicle Heroes.
Oh, yes, because, and there's another coming soon thing.
Yeah. Oh, what was it?
It looks like an Among Us ship.
No. Well, Among Us is coming up. We're going to be playing that, I think, on...
The 4th. Because, no, that's not the correct answer. Because Fog's the 4th.
Yeah, so it's the 11th. Oh, no. Oh, it's this game called Bear With Me. That's going to be the next game after Assassin's Creed.
Okay. And I like to call the Sunday games horror games. Because I cannot watch them.
Nope, you can't watch them. You're not old enough.
Lego, I thought I couldn't watch Lego Bionicle Heroes for 2 days.
So, MKB, I've been teaching Aloha the Bot some responses. When people have common responses to Aloha the Bot, I teach the bot that. And it's always funny when I'm able to pull it off. So I do analyze, I save the log, and I see how do people interact with the bot, what are the things they're writing back, and I'm looking for common trends, and seeing what can be a good joke. So yes, eventually...
Yeah, like when you say, I'm hungry, and somehow this is a dad joke. When you say, I'm hungry, the dad calls you, hi. The dad says this, hi hungry, I'm dad.
Yeah, can you believe that, Dad?
Yes, that's...
So rude of the dad.
And your dad, excuse me.
Yes, no, I know.
And my baseball coach is a mom, and she's like crazy. I can't describe her.
She's crazy.
Yes. One time, almost half of my team.
Oh, I didn't put those on.
Oh yeah, this one. It's Bear With Me.
Bear With Me, yes.
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, look at that. That is to hide. So look at this. So they've got these kind of grids on the side, right there, and they're going to put these on there to hide it. Oh, I did that wrong. So it looks a little better. The one thing I don't like about this is because the tripod's in the way, I feel like I keep building this off the screen.
Ooh, look it. I see you, Facer. And like...
I like that idea. MKB. I might get into that.
I looked this up on the internet, and Cheez-It are the older one than Goldfish.
Cheez-Its are older than Goldfish. Internet is great for a lot of things.
Yes. Even.
Really what I do is I run it through a word cloud. That's one of the things I'm doing. I'm looking for the words that you guys are doing.
I thought Goldfish.
Hey, Sam, don't you need to go... Isn't it like time for your bedtime? Yeah, it's like 9 o'clock. Can you say aloha to chat?
It's 8:51.
It's almost...
minutes.
Yes. No, I think you need to go to bed. Can you say aloha?
Aloha.
Aloha, Jerry Gack. How are you doing? We're doing well, my friend. We're having fun building some Lego. I finally convinced my son that he needed to be elsewhere. I mean, I love him. I love that his excitement is coming to chat. I literally just got a text from my wife that said Sam should be asleep. I literally just got it. If only she'd sent that a couple minutes earlier, I could have been like right here. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag... Damn it, that's a good joke. Damn, that's a good joke. Let's go. Let's copy that right now. Where's my notepad? We're saving that. Paste. We're saving that. What am I building? I am building Lego Idea Set 21320, which is a bunch of dinosaur skeletons. Right now we're currently working on this one right here, which is the Triceratops. We've already built the Pteranodon. I don't know, dinosaurs. And my personal favorite, what sparks so much joy, the Lego Sapien. It says it right there too. And again, I don't have an autofocus, but it is very, very cool. I really love the Lego Sapiens. One of my favorite books is this book called Sapiens. So when I saw Lego Sapiens, I was like, that is incredible. Like, that's going to spark so much intense joy for me. It's really unfair how much joy I'm going to get out of that. All right, and then that is going to have that yellow piece there. And then that's going to be 2 6s. Okay. Then I'm going to need this. 1 and 2, and then 4 3x1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, only angle. Oh, I don't know if I'll give you credit, Sultan, but you'll be able to know that joke is in the database and be able to get it. I hope I have. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not know Only Angle, you're really missing out. Wonderful human being, awesome streamer. Check them out, Australian. So obviously they're starting off their day by watching me. Highly recommend you guys check them out. And MKB, I forget, you stream, right? Right? Like, I'm not like spacing on that aspect. I'm checking your profile right now. No, you don't stream. Why did I think you stream? There's someone else who's got a very similar name who streams. And Jerry Gack, let's double check you as well. You do not stream. You have an Instagram though. There you go. I'll check your Instagram out later. Yeah. Oh, the Lego AT-AT. Has that even been like officially announced, or is that still in the rumor mills? I want to build the map. I don't care about the AT-AT. I want that map. That map is going to be pimp. Can't wait to build it. All right, so that is going to go there. Although the rumor is the AT-AT is supposed to be the first set over 10K, and then that map came out of nowhere and took it. I'm very excited about the map, as you guys can tell. All right, so what do we have? We need 2, 1. Oh, I don't need one of those. I need 2 of these, and then 1, 2, 1, and 2. I feel like this set has given me multiple brick separators, or I just have another brick separator randomly on my desk. I'm not sure which it is. I'm going to dream that this set gave me multiple brick separators. Okay. It's not that, because the big rumor is that the Lego AT-AT is going to be the big Star Wars UCS set next. That it's going to be like this bigger than the Chonky Boy 75192 Falcon. That's the rumor that's been going around the Lego sphere. Alright, and then that's going to cover the little gap there. That's going to mine the gap. That's going to go in the middle. And then those two are going to cover up the sides like that. Okay, cool. I never watched Star Wars, so you're not a fan. They live on Earth, so take them qualifications for what they are. But the Falcon looks way more exciting as a complete model visually, in your opinion. Yes. I actually am more of a Star Trek fan than I am a Star Wars fan. So if they ever had released a, UCS Enterprise, I would have been like the biggest fanboy about that. But unfortunately, another company owns the rights to make Star Wars. And I'm going to take these off because I want to get them lined up better. One trick I've always learned, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who's figured that out, but if you have pieces that need to be queued up nicely, take them against a flat surface and rub it back and forth, and that's how you get your pieces to be lined up very, very nicely. Again, these ones aren't perfect. There we go. He's dead, Jim. Yes. Time to get ready for. Mahalo for being here, my friend. Mahalo for being here. I mean, I've seen every Star Wars movie. I mean, yes, every one of them, and I'm even including the Ewok ones from the '80s, which are classics and still better than the sequel trilogy. Yes, Megalock owns the Star Trek license, and kind of one of my crazy ideas is to buy get the instruction manual for one of the Mega Bloks licensed Star Trek ships and then build it out of Lego. That's kind of one of the things I want to do. I've never done it though, but it's up there in terms of me being a nerd and doing stuff like that. Excuse me. Yeah. So there we go. Okay. I need one of those. I'm definitely not going to make it through this set today, honestly. I'm going to disappoint everyone, because I think I'm going to get through this bag, and we'll see how deep into the night we get. One of those. Okay. And then that's a 3? That's a 3. Alright, cool. Yeah, no, this isn't 1-to-1 for me to put on my screen Lego. I can't do that. It's not going to work. But I love that they give you this kind of right here ability to see how big something is. You can put this on your book, right? So if you're ever like, how big do I need it? You can just put it on your book and see it's the right size. Now, for the few non-Lego fans in my chat, when they put a 4 next to that Technique pin, it's because it is 4 studs long, like that. It's right in there like that. Yeah. I know that all the Lego people in the chat, we all knew that. But I know that I do have some people who know nothing about Lego coming into my chat because I get around on Twitch. I'm kind of a Twitch slut like that. And, yeah. So I know my entire chat is not Lego fans. It's funny because I feel like for the non-Lego people, I have to educate them about Lego all the time. Thank you, Disco Duck. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, no, I get around. And when I started as a Twitch person, I was doing I did just random games, mostly Tomb Raider, and then I found out what you're actually supposed to do to stream, and I was streaming Just Dance, and that's when I became an affiliate as a Just Dance streamer, and then I walked away from Just Dance. I would like to say I did that before Avery did that. Again, not saying I'm a trendsetter and Avery follows my lead, but for those who aren't in the Just Dance community, Avery is the person who built Just Dance on Twitch. She is a legend, just a phenomenal person. Go ahead to follow her, Little Seehaw, and she made the big announcement last a day or two ago that she's walking away from Just Dance. DMTA is forcing her away. She just doesn't have the love for it anymore because of that. And she just doesn't feel she's doing enough service. And when you talk about someone who has built an entire community on Twitch, and a very loyal, fun, goofy community, there aren't many streamers who can say that they've done that. And to see her walk away from this game is it's huge. But she already has 2 strikes on her, and she doesn't want to lose what she's built. And she just posted a very heartfelt video about why she's walking away and what it meant to her and how she loved everyone. And she's someone who literally just started playing Just Dance on the Wii when she was 15 because her parents gave it to her for Christmas. And that led her to the point where they actually hired her to be a dancer in the game. So when you play Just Dance, I don't know how many of y'all actually play Just Dance, but generally you see people dancing on screen and they're these white blobs, and she was one of those white blobs. Just a wonderful, cheerful person. Everyone go check her out. You really you're going to appreciate someone who wears their heart on their sleeves and does so much for the streaming community. You really can't go wrong with her. Although she's now leaving, so after me, following my lead, just saying. But yeah, I walked away because I kind of had that same feeling. I was I'm really worried about the DMCAs. I wasn't nearly as established as she was. She's got a couple 100,000 followers. I had 50. Didn't have nearly as much as at stake as she did. But yeah, that was one of the reasons I left. Then I just started doing the working. I did the health and fitness community for a while. And that was a lot of fun. And I still have a lot of good friends in the health and fitness community. I just got a lot of enthusiastic is the best way to put it. Enthusiastic chatters who couldn't respect my stuff, right? And I know women have it way worse than men do. I'm not gonna try to argue and pretend like I had some traumatic. All right, this is annoying me. What happened with my top-down camera? Not now. Come on. And this is what I hated about it last time. It's connecting. Again, no offense. This is a thing I ran into so many times with using your cell phone as a camera. It's connecting. And connecting. And we'll see how long it takes to connect. And what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to unplug from power here, and we're going to see if it does a little better by connecting in through a USB. Aloha, Grace Yoga! There it goes. It connected using Wi-Fi. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of people who I've met through my journeys on Twitch, Grace Yoga has graced us with her presence here on Twitch tonight. She is a phenomenal yoga instructor. Even if you don't like yoga, you will like hanging out in Grace Yoga's chat and learning from her. She's a wonderful human being. Focus. Yeah, this camera sucks. I'm so annoyed with this. This is not as good a camera as I thought it was going to be. Yes, cell phone camera problems. I decided to walk away from my top-down. I'm going to go back to it after this stream. This has just been such a bad experience. Go back to my top-down web camera, which I don't think is that much worse image quality, and I don't have to deal with the connectivity problems. Yeah. This camera sucks, exactly. Clip that. I don't have clips on. Clip that. That sucks. Like, that is my response to every single person who says, oh, just use your cell phone camera. It's better than using a webcam. No, it's not. It's not as good. The image quality is not that much better. Because this is a relatively new iPhone. This is like 1 or 2 generations old iPhone. Image quality sucks. Not any better than this Avermedia 313, that's for sure. But how are you doing, Grace Yoga? It's a pleasure to have you in the chat as always. We got to the police. You got the police station set from the modular series. Excellent. You're on vacation, the staycation. There you go. I'm going on vacation actually in 21 days. I am very, very excited about it. We are going to go to Punta Cana, and I'm going to get a hamburger so big you have to cut it with a machete. That's just how I roll when I'm on vacation. Vacation Brian doesn't give nearly as much flying fudge about health as sitting at home normal Brian drinking his seltzer at night. Come on. Come on. So this set, have you seen this set before, Grace? This is the dinosaur skeleton set. God, this image quality is garbage. What can I do? Can I focus this? Nope, that's the wrong button. There, it's a little better. It's still garbage. Hot garbage. You haven't seen. Okay, so this is dinosaur skeleton set. So here's our wonderful Pteranodon, Pteranodon, whatever bird this is. It was in Jurassic Park 3. It swooped around and it killed people. What's wrong with this thing? It just, it's not as good a quality in my mind. I feel like this is just as good, if not worse, than my Avermedia. Here, let's switch. Let's do a switch right now. We're gonna hide that. We're gonna hide that. We're gonna turn that on. Here we go. We're gonna do a switch right now to prove that it's garbage. Hi, this is like Inception of me. So this is what I had been doing. And I almost prefer it. Come on. I gotta use a bungee cord to hold it up. Because again, ghetto. Come on, there we go. Okay. And then we can undo that. There. So, do you guys prefer this view or this view? Here is my cell phone camera. This is an iPhone. Something. A1540, model A1549. This is an iPhone. I would say 4 years old at most. I think this looks better. The non-iPhone is clearer. Yeah, this is better. I agree. I'm never going to do this epoch cam again. And every time I hear one of the quote-unquote stream experts tell you to do this, I'm going to fucking laugh. This is shenanigans. I'm glad I did this test stream this way as before I mounted it on my ceiling. Let's go mess with this, mind you. Filters. Add. Color correction. Okay. Nope. Make it a little brighter though. Like, I'll figure I'll play around with this and then I'll get it perfect. But yeah, this just looks better to me. I mean, my desk is a hot mess. We won't even talk about that. But this is still better, right? I mean, you can't see any texture here in these spaces. They just look like red blobs. But I feel like I'm better streaming at the end of the day this way. All right, cool. I'm glad we solved that. Aloha Slane, welcome into the stream. Oh, I didn't do any introductions, by the way. Grace Disco Duck is another Lego streamer. They do phenomenal work. I particularly enjoy it because a lot of people in the arts and craft industry or makers and crafters channel category, they have these green tabletops with like little grid patterns built into it, and I'm like very jealous of that. And he has one of them. Yes, those are mega blocks. Thank you so much. So feel free to check them out. And like I said, check out Grace Yoga if you want to learn yoga. You really can't go wrong with Grace Yoga. And Slane is another wonderful person. Does more retro games, but just awesome person that I see in a lot of communities. I love having Slane around. Thank you for the lurk, my friend. All right, let's get back to building this. And see, and I have more space. I can like spread things out. Oh, yes, I can spread things out. Yes, thank you for saying these are mega blocks. The quality is so bad, it might as well be mega blocks. I actually I got a mega block set once. Recently for Christmas. My mom knew I wanted the Lego roller coaster, which I still don't have, mind you. And she went to Amazon and just searched for Lego roller coaster and got me the mega block one. And I was like, Thank you so much, Mom, for your generosity. But, yes, look at all this knolling room. Look at all the room that I could do, and I'm still not going to do it. Still not going to do it. I was like, thank you, Mom. Thank you so much for it. And I, like, immediately went to Amazon and returned it. I felt bad. Because it looked like a nice set. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't, like, I've spent so much time, because I do a lot of yard sale Lego shopping, right? Like, I go to yard sales, I'll find the bin that's for $20, that's their family collection. Yeah, I know. I may not get it. And I got a perfect spot for it. So back there, you can see that is kind of my empty table. And I feel like it would go perfect on that table. Oh, you jumped the gun on your story. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, I may have to buy that. That may be my Christmas. Like, I gotta spend the money on it finally. I may have to bite the bullet and finally do it. Because that's the thing. If it's retiring, I need to do it. But I want to do the map, and I want to do that. Those are like my two big sets that I really have to have. Like, I do kind of want the Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex with the arch. That's a nice set I would like to get. I'd like to get the treehouse. But I feel like something would be missing from my life if I didn't get the roller coaster. I just feel like that would be a hole in my Lego heart if I didn't get that set. So I may have to jump the gun and buy it this year for Christmas, because I'm sure it will not retire before then. I'm sure it will still be available at Christmas time, just as like a last hurrah. I don't think I'll even get it on sale. It'll just be a last hurrah for me to get it. Ah, yes. But it's been around for a while. I feel like they've had that set for a couple of years now, and I've seen some great mods what people have done with it. I'm so much happier getting that stupid tripod out of the way. You have no idea how happy this makes me. I feel like I can be at my desk. I feel like I'm building more efficiently. I feel like I was building so slow before because I wasn't really at my desk. A coworker has a display on the background of the video calls. It makes you adjust every time you see it. Well, it's funny because this, even from here, like, there's a good shot of it, but like my work camera is right here above the camera. It's actually the same top-down camera. I have it on a boom arm, so I just swing it down and I tilt the angle around, and it is like a straight into my office, and it would be in the back of every shot. Every shot. And I would totally have it running during meetings. Wouldn't even hesitate. Alright, let's see. I need two of... I'm going to move this over here so I can get some more space. Problem is I have a lot of Lego pieces on my desk right now because I've been doing... I got a Lego set recently. Or not a Lego haul recently. And I've been sorting it and getting them into my cases. And so I've got... And that's what happens. I'll sit like... I'll have them out and then I'll start playing with them. So like I built this today while I was in a meeting. Just putting pieces together and clicking them together is what I do. And so right now they're kind of merging, and I'm not sure, is this piece a piece that's just on my desk, or is this piece part of the set? It's part of the set, but you know, I'm going to have that fear at some point. I don't know, do you keep any Lego sets at your desk, Disco Duck, that you like to play with and mess around with? I wouldn't say I do it as a nervous tick. It's just something I have to do, right? It's better than a fidget spinner in my mind. All right, there you go. That looks nice. I mean, because really long meetings, I'm going to go downstairs and get my treadmill anyway. So it's just the short meetings that I like actually have to be engaged in. Having some Lego on your desk and messing around with it. It's always a good opportunity to do something. And actually, funnily enough, the set that I'm going through, the collection that I'm kind of messing with, came from... Oh. I didn't follow my own advice. Okay. Came from my boss. Boss's boss. Called me up. Is like, hey, my kids are going to college, and this is the one shot I'm going to have to get rid of all their Lego. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah. I didn't even know how much it was. And I was impressed with how much it was. And I almost feel guilty. Because there's only a couple of sets out of all they had. I went through and I tried to establish what sets they had. And there were only a couple sets. I'm like, oh my god, I have to restore this set. One of which was this Anakin and Sebulba's Pod Racers. Those are just gorgeous looking sets. And I have them next to the Falcon up there. If you guys zoom in and you really see it, you can see them back there. But again, that was one of those ones I was like, yeah, I have to restore these. These have to be beautiful pieces of artwork that they are. Although I didn't restore all the minifigures. I don't know, just when I'm talking about restoring a Lego set, the minifigures never do it for me. Which is ironic, again, considering how much work I put into restoring my Lego Dimensions, people. Which are all minifigures. But, again, it's so much easier to play Lego Dimensions when you have all the minifigures. Anyone who tells you it's not is fooling themselves. Right? Because, like, okay, perfect example. Which one is it? These are Harry Potter's and Hermione's toy tags, right? So this is the thing that you have to put on the base to play Lego Dimensions. Which one is Hermione and which one's Harry Potter? Did anyone want to guess? I mean, if you get really close, you can figure out which one is which. It's not going to let you zoom in. But this one has a thunderbolt on it, and this one has some sort of triangle with a circle in the middle. So yeah, if you looked like, oh, this is the Harry Potter one, because you look and you can see that, but it's really obvious which one's Harry Potter, which one's Hermione, when you have Harry Potter and Hermione on them. Much more obvious. Especially when, like, the difference between the Peter Venkman and the Abby Yates one is the initials PV and AY. That's the only difference between, well, one's blue and one's yellow. I'm not going to get into that. But I hope you get my point. Because it's a legitimate point. Not legitimate at all. Oh, I do have to say, this is feeling like a chonky Stegosaurus. I'm getting excited about this. We have 2 of those, 1, and then I'm going to have 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. Also, I have a new channel point that I'm pretty excited about. Channel point redemption. It's called Heckin' Cozy Slurp. It's only 84 Mahalo rewards points. Nope, let's get out of... I can't trigger, can I? Yeah, I can't trigger it. There, okay, cool. It's funny, it won't let me trigger them. It's like, everything's out of stock. Gonna look, oh, mahalo for being here, Grace Yoga. I greatly appreciate you as always. Alright, there we go. This is gonna be a good sized guy. Here I am gendering my wonderful, wonderful Stegosaurus. Ooh, that's a piece I haven't seen in a long time. This is a tile with 2 dots on top, as opposed to the tile with 1 that you see quite frequently. Then I need 2 of the Stegosaurus backbone teeth. 2 white cheese slices. And a step-up Grant. Okay. Alright, so what are we going to do here? We're going to spread this. There we go. No, that needs to go all the way to the back. Like that. Oh, look, they have a little diagram on how to build it back here. Let's follow the diagram, everyone. Okay. And then it's going to be the small one in the back. Small one in the front. Cheese wedge. Yes, this makes me feel so much better building it with this camera. I'm glad that I decided to test it out before I drilled some more holes into my ceiling. I already have plenty of holes in my ceiling. I don't need more. I mean, I do love Square Guy's stream. One, phenomenal streamer. But two, I like the way that he has himself in the bottom corner and he green screens himself out and you get a really good shot of his table. I really like that look. I just don't have all the cameras for that. I think if I had that ability to do that and have that nice over-the-shoulder camera here, I might get into something like that. I'm just not going to do that right now. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to with the way that my lights are set up. Ooh, I have 8 of those. And 8 of the teeth. 1, 2. And they're all just going to clip in. So let's just start doing that. Aloha, Coded. How are you doing? Coded, I finally put a channel point redemption just for you. I think you're the only person who appreciate it. It's 84 Mahalo reward points. No one has triggered it yet. If I was really good, I would have it switched to like my main chatting screen. And then I would be really close. Yes, that's just for you. 84 points. Was worth it. The amount of work it taught me to figure out how to do that. Just to do that one time. No one else is ever going to redeem it. But again, it taught me a new skill, so that's why it was valuable. It taught me a new skill. Lady, if Lady ever comes into the chat, I'm going to make her do it too. Because it's not as good as hers. Hers are just phenomenal. But now it opens up. Like, I can start doing those type of channel point redemptions, which, again, I see them in Lady's chat, and they're phenomenal. And for those who do not know who we're talking about, one, go check out Coded Lemur. They are a phenomenal British streamer, does stuff like Minecraft, does stuff like Rocket League, just a wonderful human being. We met in Lady Amalthea's chat. She is an American streamer who just kind of does some wonderful, nice, positive morning streams that you can just kind of hang out and have a good friendship community. And I recently won in her chat this cozy. And yeah, check her out. Oh, and Coded, in case other people who might still be in the chat who you might want to check out Disco Duck 99, no spaces. They are another Lego streamer who is in the chat. And we also had Grace Yoga, but Grace is lurking on us. Phenomenal yoga instructor. So check them all out. Alright, so I got my 8 of my rib cases in. Have you seen this set before, Coded? Aww. Aw, thank you. Mahalo for that, my friend. Alright, so then this is going to click in. Like, oh, it clicks in like this. There you go, look at that. Here's our Stegosaurus. Or Triceratops. I'm not really sure which. Triceratops. How do you know the difference between a Triceratops and a Stegosaurus? It's not a joke. I legitimately don't know how to tell the difference between the two. It's not a joke. It legitimately don't know how to tell the difference between the two. I was never one of those kids who was really into dinosaurs. The most I was ever into dinosaurs was when the movie Jurassic Park came out and I wanted to watch the movie. And that was really it for me. Like the concept of these massive lizards. Like a lot of kids really are into it. And I'm just into the Jurassic Park movies. Alright, and so then that is going to click in like... So I don't know what the difference between a Stegosaurus. They do look a lot alike. This is not clicking in as well as I would like it to. Come on, come on, come on. You click in. There it goes. Oh. You know what this struggle reminds me of? My dad. Tri has horns and Steg has back fins. Yes. So that struggle I just went through reminds me of something, and I have to tell you the whole story. So let's get out of this and let's get into just chatting, so you guys can hear the whole story about what that experience just reminded me of. I have a dad who is very tech-oriented. I want to say tech-oriented because he believes in doing techie stuff, but that doesn't mean he's good at doing techie stuff. And as such, he takes a yearly Thanksgiving photo. Every year he takes his Thanksgiving photo. And he has a tripod that he uses for it. And he stands it up and he takes the photos of it, and that's what he does. And it's a big deal for him to take this photo every single year. It's just one of those things that he generally appreciates and likes to do. And so when I was younger, he had that little timer that the cameras have. You just put the thing, goes bump, right? And that's what we used to do. And as technology evolved and technology got better, he got one of those remote little starters. And hold on, I gotta remember my password. There it goes. And of course, that thing does not work perfectly every time, right? Like, he can't just click it in and see it every single time. Archive. Is that where it is? Nope, I guess I'm gonna have to go into the archive that way. I want to say it's 2008 is when it is. Nope. So he struggles with this every year. And every year he tries to get it going. And every year it doesn't work according to plan. And one year in Thanksgiving, it was the most, like, my entire childhood encapsulated in one photo. And I'm trying to find that photo for y'all right now, because it really was my entire childhood in one photo. And the pure frustration was, I don't think it was 2010. I think it was before then. Was it 2006? That I got that photo? Where is it? This is so devastating. I can't find the photo. I can't just bring it up immediately. November. Nope. Oh, where is that photo? That hurts that I can't find that photo and bring it up right away. Oh, I know what to do. Photos. Photo site. No, photo site. I know. I gotta go to keyword. It's gonna be Thanksgiving. So I can go back to this. Let's go to screen share. Just chatting. Nope, that's not it either. Conference screen share. Nope, that's not it. I don't have a good one that I can use for this right now. So I know we'll go to Lego build, because at least I know that will work. So here's my photo site. And I'm trying to find this photo my dad took on accident, and is like my entire childhood summed up in like one glorious photo mistake. So yeah, so here he is in his glory. You can see my dad, family resemblance. He's got the little clicker in one of these two hands, and this is him being really sly to take this photo. Am I even in that photo? Yeah, here I am. That's me and my bald head. That is Audrey, little gobbler. There's Sam. It's my brother. The rest of my family right there. They're all wonderful people. We got like 20 photos going. This is me and my bald head, and that really is. I gotta find this photo, because it really is everything about my dad. Wait, did I don't think I threw it on Instagram, did I? I'm trying to think where else I have this photo. Because it didn't come up when I did a search of Thanksgiving. And that's the part that frustrates me, is it didn't come up in that search. I feel like this is the year that he had that photo taken. So that's going to be 2015. Oh, no. That's what I want to do. I want to go back to, let's just go with Dottie's house, because that means it's every photo is at my grandma's house. Most of them should be tagged Thanksgiving. Where is this? Damn. I'm not doing a good job of tagging my photos. We're going to find this photo. I need to find this photo. All right, let's go back to 2010. So 2015 would have been the year that we went California trip. Oh, Thanksgiving. Nope, it's not in here either. That's my grandma, though. Where is that photo? It's such a good photo because it is him trying to figure out why this thing won't work. Oh, whoa. I saw the word Thanksgiving. No, here it is. Thanksgiving. Please somebody put it in this folder. I didn't put it in this folder. Hey, what's up? All right, I need to go move Audrey. I'll be right back. Enjoy the be right back screen.
Dad will be right back.
Dad will be right back.
He might use the bathroom.
He might get a snack.
He might move Audrey.
He might move Sam to his bedroom.
He might move Maggie.
He might go to get a snack or a drink in 5 minutes.
He might be right back in 1 minute or
2 minutes.
3 minutes.
4 minutes.
5 minutes.
6 minutes.
7 minutes.
8 minutes.
9 minutes.
10 minutes.
Or an hour. If you see a streamer's name pop up in the chat, he might come to rate someone.
He might just come to go. He might just come to go to the bathroom also. And please don't say he needs to go poop.
And I was ready for the grand finale, and we all shout, he's gonna be right back.
He's gonna be right back.
Dad will be right back.
Dad will be right back.
He might use the bathroom.
He might get a snack.
He might move Audrey.
He might move Sam to his bedroom.
He might move Maggie.
He might go to get a snack or a drink in 5 minutes.
He might be right back in 1 minute or
2 minutes.
3 minutes.
4 minutes.
5 minutes.
6 minutes.
7 minutes.
8 minutes.
9 minutes.
All right, I'm back. It's on Reddit. I know it's on Reddit. I know I posted it on Reddit because I got a ton of karma for it. Here it is. My dad's yearly struggle with the camera's remote control for our annual Thanksgiving photo was finally perfectly captured. All right, let's see if we can figure out what year this is. This is a pink shirt. What year would this have been in? So he's wearing a pink shirt. That's going to be my thing. Wendy looks like, this is my sister-in-law, looks like, okay, I can figure out what year this is. This is going to put, I would guess it's like 2009 or so. Is this it? Nope, wrong shirt. This is it. This is that same year. Okay, so what year was this? 2010. So 2010, November is when it should have been. 2010, November. Here it is. There's the photo. He was probably livid at this point. I mean, this is a Crawford classic. Look how young Maggie is. Maggie wasn't even one at the time. Look how young I am. Jeez, God, look how much non-white I have in my beard. This is our Christmas card photo, I think. One of these ones was. My wife with her when she had long hair before we had kids. Every mom cuts their hair when it's short. Here's Maggie when we used to dress her up before we had kids. This was back when I was learning how to be a wedding photographer. So here I am practicing taking photos of things and things. I was trying to form a heart with the ring here. If you notice, look at this. Changing the built-in flash, but the idea was that you would use a ring, form a heart, and put it inside a Bible. Again, the photos that people want for their weddings. Because I just got on my camera. Oh, here she is. Look at this. Look at the mags. This is our old house, too. This is after she got spayed. She's not happy with us. This is our old couch. Look how dark brown her hair was. It's so white now. She's old. She's an old girl. All right. We've had enough fun laughing at my dad. 2010. I didn't think it was 2010. I didn't think it was the year we got married, but it was totally the year we got married. All right. We got that taken care of. We've solved the question. When was my dad angry? Perfectly captured in one photo. Ah, good times with that. But yeah, I've seen that face so many times with my dad. Like, every time I, was a disappointment to my parents. And I'm not saying I was, a terrible disappointment to my parents. But just when my dad would get, angry and in my face, that was the face that he had. And he would just be just your standard German parent who is just wonderfully warm and caring. Come on. Here we go. Come on. There he goes. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That fit in nicely. Now we can start building the box around the front. And then that can go there. I mean, the nice thing about this build, and I'm going to give him credit here, is this feels, at least on a surface level, like this could survive a fall. I'm not purposely going to drop it. I'm just saying that if this were to drop off a shelf, I would not, have that momentary fear that I have just shattered and I'm not going to have my pieces. This feels very secure to me. I mean, I'm not going to purposely drop it. Because, I'm sure these parts would clip off. But this, substructure that we've built, right? This is pretty secure. I'm very happy with this. Okay. Now we're going to build some of this stuff. All right, so let's build some of these fronts. Thank you for being here. Mahalo for being here, my friend, as always. Greatly appreciate having you around. You are one of the best reasons I like streaming. Friends like you. Aloha, viva la walnut! You just missed me purposely dropping the Lego build. How are you doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Viva la Walnut, you're missing out on one of my fabulous moderation team. She's a Canadian variety streamer who does wonderful artwork. She recently painted her streaming room, and it is the prettiest stream room you're going to find on Twitch. Go drop her a follow. You will not be disappointed in that. How are you doing today, my good friend? Yes, I'm very glad it passed the drop test. Well, we were just commenting how how this like is such a strong substructure, right? Like this one, the pterodactyl. Again, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I'm very happy I have built this. I'm not dropping this. This thing is shatterable. Just like even like putting it down gently, I'm afraid it's gonna break. Not this chunky bad boy. This thing is built like a Christmas ham. I'll tell you what. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We tried something new on the stream and it sucked and it was a disaster, and I am so glad we did it because... So here's my thought on change. And we're talking a lot about change right now in Weight Watchers. And I maintain that change is the most important thing you can do in your life. And one of the reasons it's so important is because even if the change is a disaster and it's garbage and it sucks and you regret doing it, nothing else, you will have validated the decisions that you made beforehand to do the things the way you have been doing them. So, Vila, I'm sure you've heard this before from many people, but when you listen to the expert streamers, and I'm saying in quotations because I'm not trying to, speak ill of people like Harris Heller and Nutty and Stream Scene, because I watch all their stuff, and oftentimes they come up with really insightful things that I find fascinating and I want to try myself. And one of the things you hear time and time again from them about what you should do when you start your streaming career, and they talk about where you should invest your money, and they always say, do not buy expensive webcams, right? Get a cam link, get yourself a $40 GoPro off of eBay, and do that. And then you'll have at least the cam links. When you get to yourself a real camera, DSLR, you will have the cam link at least. And then, like, if you don't want to do that, you can always use your cell phone, because your cell phone works great. It's going to be awesome. So that's what we did. We got out a cell phone, an old cell phone, not a brand new one, but this is a model A1549. So let's see which iPhone this is so that you're not going to be shaming my sister-in-law. Let's see. iPhone A1549. iPhone 6. Maybe not the newest one, but still not like an original iPhone. And we did a check. We compared. I had it over right here in the corner. It kind of forced me off away from the desk a little bit, and I found it hard to do it. But in the middle of the stream, it lost its connection. And then we had to wait for it to connect again. And there were just other things. I got a warning of something that killed the signal. And I just kept saying, the image sucks. And one of the reasons I wanted to try it is, I'm not saying I got a great top-down camera. This is far from a very good image. It's a respectable image. But it's not, like, no one is going to look at this image here of the top down and be like, oh my god, that's incredible. This is a good camera. This is not a good camera. This is an adequate camera. In fact, I am more willing to buy this camera a second time and put it up there. Or maybe even, God forbid, put this camera up here and then use that camera right there. Maybe I'll try that at a stream. Come on. I was using Epoch Cam. So Elgato's one. And it was garbage. It was garbage. I was so unhappy with it. It was blurry. Everything, the saturation was off. And again, we popped that up and we flipped back and forth between this camera, which is a Avermedia 313. So it's a $60 webcam. It's not an expensive webcam, but it's a respectable one. And the Epoch Cam. And I'm willing to admit, this is not an ideal lighting situation. This is a really good lighting situation for me. Because again, I have 3 hanging light bulbs like that. And they're positioned around me in just the way that when I sit here like this, I am lit from the sides and the front. And it looks like it's a nice thing, and when I look this way, it's still kind of a good, but I start pulling back and I start getting to darkness. Right? I recognize that, but at the end of the day, it works for what I have. And so as that anytime you have a camera coming down from this, they're shooting past this wall of light that's being created from these. So it's got to shoot through this light. Ideally, you want to have your light source to be level with the with the camera or behind the camera, and that's the problem with my setup. I don't know how to get past that, but that's as far as we're gonna get. We're gonna get through 2 of the 5 bags tonight because we did spend a lot of time switching between the 2 of those, and I did spend a lot of time chatting. We probably spent 5 minutes because we were looking for a photo because I was struggling to get this leg in. I'm like, "Argh." And it just reminded me of this photo of my dad. My dad takes a Thanksgiving family portrait every year, and he has like one of those little remote starters, and he was struggling with it, and he accidentally took this photo of himself struggling to take the photo. And so we had to stop to find this photo. But yeah. Cool, so we have built through bag number 2. We will finish this up the next time we have a Lego building stream. We'll definitely finish building up the Triceratops. We will work on the T-Rex. And these are going to be gorgeous little display pieces for me to have in my office. So I'm very excited about the rest of the set. Let us find someone for us to raid, because that's what we want to do. Oh, Viva La Walnut. It was a good joke, by the way. Ooh, do you have 84 Mahalo rewards points, by the way, Viva La Walnut? I have a new channel point redemption you may want to look into. Just saying. Let's find someone that we can go raid. All right, let's see. I got a couple options, and I want to give you guys the right to vote on who we're going to raid. Pull this out so we can get the poll going. Manage a poll. New poll. Who are we going to raid? Do we want more Lego action? Do we want to have a visual novel? Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna let you guys decide because there's someone I've always wanted to raid, and this is my shot to raid her right now. This is my shot to raid her. I want to tell you about this person because this person is wonderfully amazing. She is a sweetheart. She is from Florida. She is a Just Dance streamer, but she, like most Just Dance streamers, is seeing the writing on the wall about DMCAs, is trying to branch out from that. So right now she's playing Overwatch. But she has lots of amazing content on Instagram, on YouTube. Her name is Ziva the Diva Owl. But she just goes by Ziva the Diva. I don't know why she has the owl. Maybe that's for Overwatch, because I think she started as an Overwatch streamer. But we're going to be raiding her. I never get the opportunity to raid her. And she just is an awesomely fun person to check out. And yeah, I want to rate her. Ziva the Diva Overwatch. Although I do like to think that her name is Ziva the Diva. Ow! We got a great week coming up. Friday, we're going to be playing more Fogs with Sam. Sunday, we're going to be starting Assassin's Creed. And what are we doing after Assassin's Creed? Then next Wednesday, we'll be back here doing more Bionicle Heroes. So, mahalo for something went wrong. Why didn't that not like that? Is she not live anymore? Nope, she's clearly live. I just watched her for a hot second. So let's go raid Ziva. We're going to try that again. Start raid. Alright, evidently I can't raid Ziva. So we're going to be raiding the local brick shop. Because it's a phenomenal person who I've gotten to know. And I'd like to raid them. That way they think, oh, this guy is a person who brings raids. So we're going to raid the local brick shop. Canadians. They own a Lego shop. Check them out. It's going to be fun. When we get there, just say aloha. Mahalo for being here. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. No worries, Viva. You're under no contractual obligation to be here any time before the time you get here. Aloha with the power with the silent G. We're raiding right now. So let's go raid the local brick shop. That's actually their name. They're Canadians. They own a Lego shop. You can't go wrong. Right now they're building Lego Indiana Jones. So, yeah, let's check them out right now.